Falcons. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Patterson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard. To the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. Fielded at the 43. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. That first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Trying the left side with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping? And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. First and 10 for Dalton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, there wasn't much of a window there. Charles had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you can use your body to create some space.
15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, 26 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ready, break.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Strike through.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught. It's Frank Darby. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Wait, wait.
He'll look to throw. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Come on, set. Towards the middle. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. We're good. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Andy Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second and 1. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And Dalton to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So Dalton now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Dalton sets up play action. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Olave holds it in. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make that...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Cool now for the point after.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Dalton off play action. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Desmond Ridder
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Dalton.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
It's complete. Kamara. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Luck's good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. London hauls this one in, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. He's back to throw.
Able to find Patterson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Back to throw.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Patterson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Right through. Right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance it up again.